4 years ago when the Hockey Summit first started, my idea was to bring every aspect of a player's off-season to one spot and to really take all of the thinking, all of the stress, and all of the workload off of the player and put it onto a camp and pretty much have it as an environment that they could come to and be confident that once leaving, there's nothing that they didn't tap into, from psychologically, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and really encapsulating them in this environment that leaves them feeling like not only they've developed as an athlete, but also as a player and a person.
Yeah, so Justin's also really good at programming the workouts here through phases, and really creates his workouts around speed. The first week you get here, you start a little heavier, get into it, and then just slowly just lighten the weight and just go straight for speed, acceleration, and it really, you can feel it when you go on the ice. You almost feel lighter and just so much stronger. It's unbelievable. So that's another huge thing I like about here, being a big body. My number one thing I got to work on is my first couple steps. So just incorporating that speed and that acceleration every single day really helps. And I feel like I get faster. And like last year, I did really well at camp with all the testing. So I'm back here again, down in Florida. Can't really ask for a better spot. From Toronto, so it's a lot of hectic traffic and everything's come down here is nice, relax the body, play a little golf and train my butt off. So I love it down here.
Getting that quickness off the ground and being able to react quick to change of directions and your starts, I think, is very important in the sport of hockey.
I think for me, the most helpful thing with being here is just the knowledge that you learn, the way we train here and the way we recover, and if you're able to bring that into the season and be able to stick to your training regimens, I think it'll help you last longer throughout the year. I know my first couple years pro, playing 80 to 100 games a year, it gets pretty tiring near the end of the season, but I think as I learn more about recovery and what your body needs and the stuff that you put in is what you get out, I think that's been able to help me keep in shape towards the rest of the season.
I'm Christy Rothlingshofer, and I've been here for the last 7 weeks at the Hockey Summit. Behind the scenes, our job here is to make sure that when the boys arrive at the rink that they are ready to go for the day and ready to put in the work and their bodies are fueled properly and they are able to actually give it their all. We have an amazing amount of sponsors who give us quality products in order for our athletes to recover. So things like the right stuff that we put in water in order for them to rehydrate themselves, True Drink to get them powered up, Diazyme supplying supplements for us in the morning for pre and post workout, and G2G bars, which they can grab at any point as well. Here at the Summit, I've also been posting on social media and getting clips of the guys up in the weight room, on the ice, off the ice, during yoga, during speed and conditioning, and just showing all the hard work that they've put into their training for the summer. The intent behind the entire Hockey Summit is just to really elevate our athletes and to get them into the best shape possible and getting them ready for the best showing that they can give. So everything we do behind the scenes here, whether it's food, whether it's the products we supply, whether it's the social media, is just giving them the best chance possible to elevate their game.
This is Artie Arroyo. I'm a licensed massage therapist with the Hockey Summit. My goal here is to introduce the athletes and reintroduce concepts of self-care and self-awareness about their bodies while they're training, getting to know them and how they feel on ice or off ice in their training. They'll have soreness, and our job here is to basically minimize injury. One of the job functions as a licensed massage therapist is working with the athletes with recovery and prevention of injuries, and so basically through palpation, neuromuscular techniques, and active isolative stretching or PNF stretching to reduce muscle tension and therefore improving their performance. The goal here is to elevate the athlete's performance by assisting them in taking care of their body.
When we started, the intention was that guys would be coming for the entire 8 weeks of the program, and And that was kind of my focus. And what we started to learn throughout it was that guys really loved coming here more as like almost like a resort, if you will, where they come in for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And that's kind of what it started to become the first 3 years of the camp. Coming into year 4, we have guys that have purchased homes down here so that they can spend the whole 8 weeks here. We have agencies contacting us and wanting to do their agency camps here for 1 or 2 weeks, and then giving their players the options to stay for the remainder.
I think personally I feel excited this year. I feel like I'm in great shape. I haven't used the summit for 6 weeks. Last year I was here 4 weeks, and now this year with 6 weeks I really feel like I'm ready to go. I think the first couple weeks here we were on the ice 3 times a week. We did a couple speed sessions and yoga sessions. And then towards the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've bumped up the ice slots to 4 times a week, and we're still doing our speed and yoga training. So I think along with all the gym work 4 times a week, I think every day has been a day where we've all gotten better. And even on the weekends, there's stuff going on here too, whether it's seminars or just stuff to help the athletes be more knowledgeable going into the season. So we're able to keep up our training regimen throughout the year.
Definitely happy to be a part of it again this year. Coming into it, it's always fun to have new coaches out there, learn new things, and just continue to get better each and every summer. With the intent of continuing to move up in the hockey world, whether that be to the AHL or just continuing to help out the local team here in the Everblades. Every summer is another opportunity to get better, and I think being able to come through the Hockey Summit and have the coaching staff that we have and the supplements and everything off the ice that they provide definitely gives us peace of mind and helps us in every way possible to perform at our best and just to continue to get better each and every summer.
JR's off-ice and on-ice combo is one of the best summer camps going for professional hockey players, and I thought I'd give it a try going into training camp in Detroit. I felt that this was going to be the best opportunity for me to make the Red Wings this year, and so far it's lived up to all that. We have a great speed program set up. I've been through it a couple weeks now, and just getting that quickness off the ground and being able to react quick to change of directions and your starts, I think, is very important in the sport of hockey.
When I come down here, what I did when I was first down here is I sat down with a group of guys and I kind of wanted to see what they wanted to focus on throughout the summer, and I would create practice plans and I would create individual drills for these guys to make sure that they're getting out, getting the development that they need throughout the summer. Some of these guys, when they leave their seasons, they have exit meetings with the coaches, and coaches tell them what they want to work on and what they need to work on, and that's my job. And I would say that out of the 5 weeks that I've been here, that it's been a very positive experience. JR's got some good things going here. The off-ice development, the on-ice development, the houses that the guys stay in. I mean, it's top-notch, and I'll definitely be back. And it's definitely something I'll remember for a long time. Just building a relationship with these guys. I was away from my family for 5 weeks, and sometimes some of these guys become like a family member to me. So it's been a really good group of guys. It's been a great experience, and I look forward to coming back and working with these guys and seeing the progression that they have throughout the years.
Coming into this camp is kind of different every year and every week also. We have different goalies coming in and out. So if it's a goaltender, say like Jeremy Helvig, who I know from last season, we'll just build on what he needs to work on. Kind of things that we identified last year, whether it was in season on video, and try to build his game up a little bit and kind of add 1 or 2 things and make sure he's ready for this season. Another guy like Bailey, who I haven't seen before this week, you kind of take that first couple days to get to know their game a little bit. You have to talk to them, get to know them about what they want to work on, what they might think is something that they need to address, and then you really kind of tailor it. Each drill, obviously all the goalies are working through it, but I kind of try to pick on different things for maybe one guy. This drill is going to hit something for him. The next drill, maybe this is something this guy needs to work on, and really try to individualize my drills to each guy and make sure that they're going to get something not only out of today, but try to add something to their game so that way they're ready to go for next year.
Just speed, vision on the puck, and just being a professional off the ice. This camp really helped me with that.
So this year the training was specific, helping me in drills in tight. We got to do a lot of in tight drills, play specific drills with both activating the forwards and defensemen, as well as having screens. And I think that's really going to help me going forward into having game situation stuff coming into camp.
Just as of year 4 for this year, we extended it to some of the top AAA kids in the country, and we've wanted to now extend our offering and what we're doing to reach kids at a younger age. Obviously, it's the next generation of player, and the sooner that you can develop these habits in these kids, the more effective it's going to be in helping them get to that junior level, get to that college level, reach their aspirations of playing pro hockey or college hockey, or utilizing hockey as an avenue to get an education, utilizing that avenue of hockey to ultimately become a better person and develop these habits that are going to not just stick with them through their careers, but stick with them through life. And the earlier we can start to really develop these habits and this curriculum that ultimately we've developed, the better our youth is going to be as well. It's really evolved into something that is a desirable place for people to be, and it's I'm sometimes surprised by how it's moved forward in that area, but at the same time knowing what we provide and the care and passion of which has gone into this, and the love of which it really started from, I'm also not surprised, because when you do have that care, that passion, and that intention of what you're trying to do, it comes out in the results. And the guys always feel that they're going to camp more prepared than they've ever gone before. The results of guys making the jump from the American League to the NHL, college to their first pro season, reaching for that next contract in the NHL, we've really started to see that. When you have the intention and the purpose of preparing them to be better than they were when they came in, it often elevates them to a level that they may have not been able to reach before. And that's ultimately our goal and our purpose and our passion.